Have you ever wished you could just pause everything for a little while? Not the world, not time, but maybe a really big feeling. Well, in a cozy little house with a bright yellow door lived a curious child named Leo. Leo had big brown eyes, a button nose, and more questions than there were stars in the sky. One rainy afternoon, while exploring the attic, Leo found a small, dusty box tucked away behind a stack of old books. Inside, nestled on a soft velvet cushion, was something truly amazing. It wasn't a toy or a treasure map. It was a button, a perfectly round, shimmering button that glowed with all the colors of a rainbow. It wasn't attached to anything. As Leo picked it up, a tiny inscription sparkled on its side. It read, "The magic pause button." Leo's heart did a little pitter-patter of excitement. A pause button. Maybe it could pause the rain so he could go play outside. He held it tight and pressed it, but the rain didn't stop. The clock on the wall kept ticking. Nothing happened. A little disappointed, Leo put the button in his pocket and went downstairs. Later that day, Leo was building the tallest block tower the world had ever seen. Just as he was about to place the very last block, his little puppy, Sparky, bounded into the room and... crash! The tower tumbled down. A hot, prickly feeling bubbled up inside Leo. It felt like a grumpy volcano getting ready to erupt. It was anger. Just as Leo was about to shout, his fingers brushed against the button in his pocket. Without thinking, he squeezed it. Whoosh! Suddenly, Leo wasn't in his living room anymore. He was standing in a world made entirely of bright, fiery red. The ground was like a soft, bouncy trampoline, and red streams of light zipped and zoomed all around him. In the distance, a little red creature with spiky hair was stomping its feet, looking very frustrated. Grr! It grumbled, trying to fit a square block into a round hole. Leo watched for a moment, then walked over. "Hello," he said gently. "It looks like you're having a tough time," the red creature huffed. "I can't get it to fit. It's making me so mad." Leo looked at the block and the hole. He remembered how he felt when his tower fell. It was the exact same feeling. "I know what that's like," Leo said. "Sometimes, when I feel angry, I take a big, deep breath, like I'm blowing out a giant birthday candle." The little red creature paused. It tried taking a deep breath. Whoosh! A little puff of red smoke came out. It tried again. Whoosh! And again. Slowly, its spiky hair began to soften, and its grumpy face relaxed. Leo smiled. "Maybe we can try to find the right spot for that block together," he suggested. They worked together, and soon they found the square hole where the block fit perfectly. The red creature gave Leo a happy little bounce. Just as it did, the red world began to fade, and with another gentle whoosh, Leo was back in his living room. Sparky was licking his hand, his tail wagging. The fallen blocks were still on the floor, but the angry volcano inside Leo was gone. He just felt calm. He gave Sparky a gentle pat. "It's okay, boy," he said softly. Leo realized the button didn't pause time. It paused feelings. The next day, a big thunderstorm rolled into town. Boom! A loud clap of thunder shook the house. Leo jumped and hid under his blanket. A shivery, shaky feeling crept all over him. It felt cold and wobbly. It was fear. His hand fumbled for his pocket and found the smooth, cool button. He pressed it. Zip. This time, Leo landed in a world of deep, dark blue. The air was misty, and tiny, timid blue whispers floated by. He saw a small, trembling blue creature hiding behind a giant, wobbly jelly leaf. Every time a shadow flickered, the creature would squeak and hide even deeper. Leo knew that feeling. It was just like how he felt about the thunder. He walked over quietly. "It's okay," Leo whispered. "I get scared sometimes, too." The little blue creature peeked out. "The shadows are so spooky," it whispered back. Leo looked around. The shadows were just being made by the big gel leaves swaying in a gentle breeze. "I have an idea," said Leo. "Let's give the shadows funny names. That one looks like a bunny, and that one looks like a dancing noodle." The blue creature giggled, a tiny, tinkling sound. They spent the next few minutes making up silly names for all the shadows until they didn't seem scary at all. They were just wiggly shapes. The blue creature even started chasing them, laughing. As it laughed, the blue world brightened, and Leo felt himself being pulled back. Whoosh! He was back under his blanket. He could still hear the thunder, but the shaky, shivery feeling was gone. It was just a sound. He peeked out from his blanket and smiled. A few weeks later, Leo's best friend, Mia, moved to a new town. After they said goodbye, a heavy, gray feeling settled over Leo. It felt like a rain cloud was sitting right on his head, making everything feel droopy. It was sadness. He missed Mia already. He slowly took out the magic button and gave it a soft press. Poof! He was in a world of quiet, gentle gray. Slow, soft teardrop-shaped bubbles drifted down from a gray sky. A little gray creature was sitting by a still, gray pond watching a single paper boat float away. It looked so lonely. Leo sat down beside it. He didn't say anything at first. He just sat there, being quiet with his new friend. The feeling was familiar. It was the same heavy feeling he had in his own heart. "You look sad," Leo said finally. The gray creature nodded, pointing a small gray finger at the boat. "Gone," it whispered. Leo knew exactly what it meant. "My best friend is gone, too," he shared. "It makes me feel all gray inside." He thought for a moment. "But my mom says that even when we're sad about saying goodbye, we can still keep all the happy memories in our heart. Like a treasure chest." Leo started to remember all the fun times he had with Mia building forts, sharing cookies, laughing until their bellies hurt. As he thought about these happy memories, a tiny speck of yellow light appeared in the gray world. The little gray creature looked at the light, its eyes wide. Leo kept talking about more happy memories, and more yellow lights appeared, dancing around them like fireflies. The gray creature started to smile, a slow, gentle smile. The heavy feeling in Leo's chest began to feel a little lighter. The gray world swirled, and whoosh, Leo was back in his room. The sadness was still there, like a soft echo, but now it was mixed with the warmth of his happy memories. Leo began to understand his magic pause button. It wasn't just for him. It was to help him understand what others might be feeling, too. One afternoon at the park, he saw a little girl who had fallen and scraped her knee. She wasn't crying, but she looked like she wanted to. Leo walked over. He didn't press his button. He didn't need to. He remembered the shivery, blue world of fear and the heavy, gray world of sadness. He imagined how she might be feeling a little scared and a little hurt. "Does it sting?" he asked kindly. The girl nodded. "I have a colorful bandage in my pocket," Leo said, pulling one out. It had dinosaurs on it. "My mom says a cool bandage always helps." He helped her put it on. The girl looked at the dinosaur bandage and gave Leo a small smile. "Thank you," she said. A warm, sunny feeling bloomed in Leo's chest. It was bright and golden. It was kindness. Leo didn't need to press his button to visit the world of kindness. He realized he could create it all by himself, right here in his own world. From that day on, Leo used his magic pause button less and less. Not because it wasn't magical, but because he was learning to understand his own feelings. He knew that it was okay to feel angry or scared or sad. They were just visitors, and they never stayed forever. And most importantly, he learned that understanding his own feelings helped him understand how other people felt, too. He learned that a deep breath can calm a grumpy volcano, a silly name can chase away a scary shadow, and a happy memory can make a sad day brighter. But the best magic of all a kind word, a helping hand, a shared smile. That was a magic everyone had, no button required. Remember, every feeling you have is okay. Understanding them is like having your very own superpower. And using that superpower to be kind to yourself and to others is the greatest magic in the world. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to talk about your feelings. See you next time.